Well, it's a month now since my last video, and since then I've been running pretty much pain-free. I'm running about 4 to 5 times a week, depending on how I feel. My runs have gone from like 2 miles every 3 days to every 2 days to running most days, a couple of days off. Those runs we've got longer. I have done a few 10-mile runs, and I would say that those runs are a good pace. Like they weren't jogging, they weren't shuffling, they were at a good pace, around about 7-mile pace. So I'm really happy with that. Work's got quite hard. I'm doing more miles at work, just walking around. So yesterday my knee felt a bit niggly, so today I'm just going to go for a nice easy jog. I'm still using the gel. The gel has quite a lot of anti-inflammatories in there, but it's all natural stuff. So that's working. A month away from the operation. I think I'm going to find it quite hard post-operation going cold turkey again, because I'm definitely used to running. I feel as I've got my runner's legs back as well. Everything's starting to feel comfortable, starting to feel easy, starting to feel relaxed. Have picked the pace a couple of times just to see what it feels like. If I go slightly too far, my knee starts hurting. If I go slightly too fast, my knee hurts. So it's finding that sweet spot in the middle and like going for a run at a 10-mile and 7-mile pace. It's not hanging around for anybody, but it still feels comfortable. I feel I've done something, so I'm quite happy. Well, 3 weeks of operation now, and my running's been going really well. I'm aware of my knee all the time, but it's never really painful. I go a little bit too fast or a little bit too far, and then it flares up a little bit. but generally I can tick over quite nice, and I've done some quite substantial runs where I've run like 10 miles at a good pace. Mostly on the flat, mostly on good even surfaces, and not too many cambers or undulations. But I've been feeling quite confident, and I quite fancy running on Hampstead Forest, so that's where I'm at today. I'm going to put my shoes on, put my bag on. I've got my cameras with me, and I'm going to have a bit of a run, a bit of a play, a bit of a video, and just have a good time. Surgery, and it can't come soon enough. The last few months I've been building my running up, and it's been going really well. I'm happy with the way things are going, the pace that I'm running at, how my knee feels. Generally if I go too far, too fast, too long, it aches a little bit. And last week I pushed a little bit further again, and I did a longish trail run, so just over 10 miles. I ran at a good pace. There's some technical ground, some steep descents, some undulations, and I felt okay on the run, but since then my knee just hasn't been quite the same. So what I have been using is this here. It's called the Hyperice X. So there, I've bought this for post-surgery. It's a contrast therapy device. It's a sleeve that goes on my leg, and you turn on, you control it with your phone. It inflates for the compression, and then it either heats up or goes very cold, or then you do a combination. I've been using it for the last few weeks, and it's really helped. So I'm just going to put it on now and demonstrate what it's like. So very quickly, this is the device here. So that goes on my leg. That's where my knee goes, and the fans go around the knee, and they blow cold air. And then through the sleeve, you can just see here, this must be what heats it up. It gets really hot, and inside, don't know if you can see, there's little panels on the side here which inflate and cause the compression. So I'm just going to put it on and show you what it's like. It's just now inflating. I feel it getting tight, and I feel cold air on around my knee. It feels very side-biased.
but it works really well. As you can hear, it's not that loud, it just sounds like a computer battery whirring away or something. Quite nice, like cool. Actually, to be honest, you swear it was ice. It's that cool. When I first got it, there was a few times where I was kept checking my leg to see if it was wet because it was that cool. So I've got set 10 minutes. You see the count, this is the display here. So counting down. And then later on I'll learn about the contest out as well.
Well, here I am at the Spire Hospital, Washington, and just waiting for surgery on my knee. So this is where the road to recovery really begins. Well, that's it, it's all done. Just a very short operation, probably about half an hour in total. Nice bit of fake tan on my leg, and it feels a bit stiff and a bit swollen, but not painful, but that could well be the drugs. But just waiting to be released and go home now.